structures, different things like that, because ultimately a contract is a creative way of coming up with a solution between two parties, and we were able to do that. KO, obviously, for, showing us the vision of what this offense can be with a dynamic playmaker like Justin, just continuing our partnership and everything we've built here to continue to build a culture that people want to be a part of, but also a play style and a scheme and how we want to go about doing things on the field. And lastly, I want to thank Jets. I think it almost feels like yesterday. It was 2 years ago. I was walking into the building for one of the first times where I met you for the first time, and I think another player was going through a contract negotiation, and I think it was messy, and I joked, we'll get ours done in 2 seconds. That was the confidence of a 1-month GM, I think. But I've learned a lot, since then, obviously, but I've learned a lot about who he is as a person. Everybody has their favorite Justin Jefferson moment, favorite play that comes to mind. Mine's probably not the same one that comes to your guys' mind. Mine's probably the play before one of the plays. I think everybody remembers that 3rd and long catch against Detroit last year. But I remember the play before the 3rd and long catch where we had a fumble and he sprints back to the other side of the field, desperately recovers the ball so that we have another chance to snap the ball. And so a lot of players, a lot of people talk about winning and what that means, and that's lip service. But when you go out in the field and show it in that way, that's something I always remember. I think I told you after the game, hopefully from there, when the gold jacket gets fit, we'll see. But that's the one I'll tell my kids that I got to see, that I was around. So ultimately, when you have moments like that in your mind, and you know how he contributes to our culture, the joy, the positivity, all that stuff, this day was going to come. There was never a second in my mind that we weren't going to be here. Obviously, you have to navigate challenges and things like that, but this was always our purpose, and just really glad to be here on this day to celebrate this occasion. KO.
Yeah, this is a really, really exciting day. It is excellent to be here with you guys. A monumental day for Justin and his family, the Vikings organization, and really our fan base. Not sure that there is a player in our league with the type of relationship with a fan base that Justin has with ours. I know it means a lot to you, Jets, and it certainly means a lot to me to be the head coach of this team and get to keep coaching you for a really long time, man. And to be able to extend Justin, I truly think he's one of the brightest stars in all of professional sports. I've been on record saying that, and it was really critical for our franchise and for me as the head coach and for our offense and really for our entire team, the heart and soul of our team on a daily basis. Justin fits everything that we want to be about and continue to build in this building. Justin and mine, the bond that we have has meant the absolute world to me from day one. Getting a chance to build a relationship with a player like Justin, a person like Justin who's been raised the right way, loves this game, loves his teammates, loves everything about the process of becoming and maintaining his status as the best in football at what he does. And there's all the things that people don't see that we get to see on a daily basis is what this day is really all about. He means the world to that locker room. Even today, seeing him back around his teammates, yesterday back around his teammates, he's a people changer. He's a culture changer, and he's everything about, like I said, what we want this organization to be about. This day really is also about Justin for another reason. Being a first-round pick in the tough circumstances that surrounded kind of the draft through the difficult times of COVID we all went through, Justin never really got this day. He never really got the day with his family to be here and be recognized as he should have been in that moment. Despite that, he was able to still go out and have one of the more remarkable starts to a career that our game has really seen, especially at the receiver position. So today is also about that, for making up for time lost and really experiences lost that day. We sure hope that this day, obviously special for Justin and his family. We look back on that and very, very fortunate that Justin became a Minnesota Viking. I want to say a quick thank you to John and Elaine, Jordan as well, It's been awesome getting to know you guys and knowing, I think you guys feel how important Justin is to our team and our community, but watching the way the Jefferson family has embraced the Twin Cities as well, and me getting to come here and lead this organization, your guys' support has always been huge. Mark Wolf, obviously the whole Wolf family, the support we get from ownership is second to none, and it allows us to truly continue to feel like what we're building here is backed by the best resources in football, a daily goal to try to strive to be the best versions of ourselves, and this building can only be done when we have great ownership, willing to do that on a daily basis. Kwesi, to you and Rob, just the countless, the unbelievable amount of time and energy, understanding the importance of what's taking place today, and more importantly, what will take place over many, many years to come, and being able to find a way to maintain relationships, do things with class, communicate at a world-class level, and ultimately get us to where we are today. Looking ahead, I know Justin's going to continue to bring his passion and energy. It's a huge part of the commitment that we so desperately wanted to make to him, and him to this organization is much more than just I think about the 3rd and 18 versus the Bills. That's just me. But I do remember that play as well. There's been many from our first drive, against Green Bay in 2022 when we capped it off with a touchdown to Justin to start what was a historic season for him that year, to overcoming some adversity together side by side and watching him still achieve the feat of being a 1,000-yard receiver despite so many circumstances stacked against him last year. Only made us all stronger. Justin, I know it's only going to make you stronger as we continue to build together. And with that together, we will bring out the best in each other, man. The same goals that you and I, really the same goal you and I have had since day one. In addition to all the individual feats you've been able to accomplish, the joy I've had coaching, we're still chasing a world championship together with your lead. I look forward to watch you continue to grow into the leader of this team and setting a standard at a world-class level for the rest of your teammates and coaches and myself to be right there alongside with you as we get to go do this thing. So with that, nothing brings me more joy than to introduce Justin Jefferson to you guys.
Finally back. Definitely excited to be back. Definitely have to say the shout out to the Lord, to God. Without him, this definitely wouldn't be possible at all. For him to be putting me in different situations and for me to overcome every situation that he has been putting me through. Of course, shout out to my parents, shout out to Jordan, shout out to Ricky, and shout out to all of my family members. I have a great support system in every single thing that I do, from the time that I was a little kid to now being in the league and playing professionally. And they've been here every step of the way, and I cannot ask for any better family members than I have. Of course, shout out to Kwesi, shout out to KO, shout out to the Wilfs for giving me this opportunity. This is a blessing. This is something I've been waiting for a long time. Not only just the money standpoint, but just setting my family up for generations and for the longest I can live. Just to be given this opportunity to be playing at the highest level, to have a contract that will set me up for the life I live, and just to be playing for this organization. There's nothing wrong with this organization at all. I love every single thing about it, from the fan base to the coaches, to the teammates, to the owners that support this organization. Everything has been phenomenal. There's no complaints that I can really say. Shout out to Ben, my agent, for getting this deal done. This is definitely a back and forth deal that we've been going through for a while now, but just like Kwesi said, we knew that this deal was going to be done. It was just all about the time, all about getting to the right numbers and what I deserve. So this is definitely, just like I've been saying, this is the start of a lot. This is something that I've been waiting for, and now being the leader of this team and, carrying myself a different way. Just like I told him, I'm going to be on everyone, but I'm going to be on, everyone hard, and I'm going to make sure that I'm the leader of this team, and, we're working to where we want to go, which is a world championship. So I'm excited. I'm excited for my family, excited for my friends, excited for all of the people that supported me. But yeah, we're definitely just getting started, and we got a lot of work to do. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. But I got some work to do, so let's wrap this up. Any questions?
Justin, you talked a lot about your family. Can you recall any specific memories of when you were growing up of maybe telling your mom or your dad that you were going to play in the NFL or envisioning this for yourself?
I mean, I've been saying this since I was pretty much 8, 9 years old. Having two of the brothers that come before me, I got to really see everything before I can even touch a football. So just having two of the brothers to really teach me everything that I needed to learn, from, just getting stronger, just doing push-ups at 3 years old, to, actually being able to throw a football and catch a football. So that dream always been there for me. That vision always been there for me. I was always a big dreamer and always a person to overcome different things and try to be the best person or best kid that I could be. And now to have all of those things installed in my brain, from them teaching me how to become a better person, a better man, from my brothers teaching me how to become a better player on the field. So it's definitely many things that went in towards me being this type of player. Of course, I can name a whole bunch of different coaches that came through my life that turned everything around for me. But that'll be a long list. So.
Justin, you kind of connected the contract to getting your status as the leader of the team. I guess what in your mind connects one to the other in terms of being a leader and being the highest paid?
Just being the highest paid just comes with being a leader. But I always preached it. The money never was a big thing for me. It was mostly about just solidifying myself as the top receiver in the league. Of course, I want to be holding that gold jacket when the season is over. When my career is all over with. So, it's going to happen. The contract talks are going to happen when you're performing at this type of level. But just like I've said plenty of times, it's more to it than just the money for me. I want to be the best player to ever do it. So in order to do that, I got to keep performing at my highest ability. And, with that, money is going to be involved. But that wasn't my main concern.
What should you take into account, if at all, who the quarterback is going to be here? And what are your thoughts on J.J.
Yeah, I feel like, just with last year's, just with all of the things that happened, all of the quarterback changes that happened, that really didn't affect me that much. It really didn't matter who was going to be able to throw the ball. I'm always confident in myself and confident in who's throwing the ball to give me those type of opportunities and let me just go make a play for the team. I've talked to JJ as soon as he got drafted. I told him confidence is key. Just coming into this league with confidence and being able to have that leadership just right off the bat, being a rookie. There's going to be people to come and help. Of course, I'm going to be that main person to be in this ear and try to teach him and try to prepare him for what we're about to go through. But I told him this league is tough. It's not an easy job to come out here and perform at the highest ability, especially as a rookie. But I definitely will be that main person that he can lean on and help throughout the way.
What different do you think that's going to be for you after all those years with Kirk, just now having to kind of guide a quarterback as opposed to the lead?
It comes with it, it comes with just being the leader of the team. Of course, having Kirk was a little bit more easier. Him being a veteran and, me pretty much coming into the league with him as my quarterback, things were a lot easier. But of course, things are not always going to be that type of way. There's things that's going to change, and you can't really look back on the past and dwell on that. So, of course, having JJ into the building, a new energy, a new soul. I mean, I love his confidence. I love his attitude, and of course, him coming off a championship, you can't have any more confidence than that. So that confidence is going to continue to be with him. It's just my job to really install that into his brain throughout the whole entire season, and of course, give him that extra confidence by throwing me the ball.
Justin, you've always been good about keeping your focus on football and not letting the negotiations bother you. But how relieved are you that it's not only done before training camp, but even now before any camp, you just play free?
Oh yeah. I mean, it never really was that big of a concern for me. Just like I said, we knew that the deal was going to be done eventually. It's just all a matter of when. But football is my main priority. Football is what got me here. Just the love of the game, just being able to feel like a kid waking up in the morning, excited for those Sunday games and going out there and just killing it. And it just feels like a kid, just having that joy for the game, having that excitement. But, of course, the contract comes with the game, and I'm just excited to finally be done with it, finally move on, and finally, try to reach a goal that we all trying to reach.
Is this going to be an air raid, do you think, next year with you and TJ and Jordan? And I know you got quarterbacks you're not sure of, but those are your strengths right there. Do you think you guys will be throwing it all the time up and down the field and it'll be a basketball on turf?
I mean, we need to ask this man to the left right here. But I mean, we have a bunch of different weapons on our offense. Just getting Aaron Jones into this offense with his ability to run the ball and being able to be explosive. I mean, it just goes back to having Dalvin Cook back on this offense. So having that same type of mindset, having that same type of similarity, I feel like he's going to do fantastic with us, and we definitely have a lot of weapons on our offensive side. So we're going to be trying to give a whole bunch of people the ball.
A couple more questions.
How tough was last year for you, and even going through all the contract things, did that factor in at all, and how excited are you to put all that behind you now?
Yeah, it definitely was a little tough, just being out for 9 weeks, not really being that type of person to really miss games and be on the injury list. So it definitely was a different course for me. But just being prayed up, just believing in what I have to do, believing in the training staff to really get me back on my feet and where I would like to be. But, just having the support system, around me, that definitely helped out a lot. Of course, the contract talks was in play, especially during my injury, on whether I should sit out or how I should go about my business. Those type of talks wasn't really effective. I kind of knew what my ability was. I already knew, that contract was going to come eventually. It was just mostly about getting back to my team. Of course, we were trying to win the championship and get to the playoffs, so that was mostly my main priority. Not really about the money, not really about after the season. It's just about being in the present, trying to be there for my teammates, for my coaches, and also, for my family. They're worried about me being on injury, something that I'm not used to. But having them around and talking to them throughout my process of getting back, to then finally getting back and finishing off the season strong, it definitely was a great end to a season that I didn't want.
Justin, why do you think you were so overlooked coming out of high school?
It had a little bit to do with grades, a little bit to do with just not being fully developed. I was very small, not really being that big, not really that fast, not explosive like I am now. So I definitely had times where I complained at my parents and stuff for not being the biggest, not being the strongest, what I'm going to do, or, what I'm saying, just things a little kid thinks about when he's growing and growing into his body. And I really had to be patient about that, just seeing what oldest brother went through, hearing the different stories that my parents was telling me that he had to go through the same thing I had to go through. So it was just all about being patient, all about just staying the course and working my butt off. And then once I seen that I had that type of skill set, once I seen that I had the ability to go out there and play football at the highest level, that's when the confidence started to come in. That's when I started to be Jets. That's when I started to have that ego. That's when I started to have that confidence that, you know, it don't matter who's going to stand in front of me, I'm going to do whatever I need to do.
Justin, when you look at the totality of this offseason with your contract and some of the other moves you made with Aaron Jones and talked about the quarterback, like where do you think the organization is sort of, the direction of the organization is now moving forward after we get through this deal here?
Yeah, I feel like we're on a great path. I mean, just with locking me in for 5 more years, I've been telling all of them they're going to get the best out of me. You know, every single practice, every single game, I'm going to try to be the best person that I can be. Of course, being the leader of this team, I got to carry on with the rest of the team right behind me. So just getting everybody on that same goal, on that same mindset, to have that confidence every time we step on the field. And this is a long season. It's not easy to win in this league. Everybody got to be mentally prepared, confident to go into every single game, ready to go. But it starts now. It starts now at training camp. It starts now when we go into the training camp in August and getting ready for the season. We all have to be on the same page, and it starts with me, just getting the guys ready.
All right, thanks, guys. Practice.
Thank y'all.